Badaba was born TV, baby be obi amoakwaba. Ewe kaya enra. Was it enra? There be 31st and the 31st coming to on the 1st 2025. Anna branch here a friend. Baby jet Asamoah Gyan, I didn't send be to go highway so. A man for when you're broken heart, son a man for can, but anyway, so when then baby jet didn't come over bree over ne involvement with politics. Baumia and with the NPP, so what I say. And I feel so Obora, the blasters, the captaincy, Honsen Sem Kaklodi Tuja, Anna a Jashishia. Ato kantamanto sese okwa sese amanfo etwa edajuo amanfo sun sese baby jet ekasa was it could be NDC, it could be MPP and after so baby jet esa kasa edefa Ghanaian citizen so I say as a whole it you know it is what it is but then you ba be din komo bibre me wo Darius sports journalist at the Angel TV. Mesaso Joel ewa ha say akwagoye sports fraternity ntina matwen me guess we e dia ba no ntino ma memfo momra sharp na bibia enkonkan na yeni nkomo Darius otemenka
yeah bon bibia fine otemenka dey
nice one metonka ma memfa Joel emra Joel
see
Joel I'm so camera no let's prepare ni mukakra
what's the camera?
I metonka you tonka clear but there's a camera no when you
camera no
I know prepare say na baby girls no be hu so what I say
okay
eti would shawama me but me mama kwaba ye ba be din komo wo ba so a share video no mami baby jet Asamoah Gyan Darius wadaroma dan wadi kakra tie ahwefo ne atefo mami.
Well, a very good afternoon. Yeah, we're Ghana there about 12 in the afternoon. Monso am US and so no good morning. Canada for so good morning. US for so no good afternoon. Obia yencha mo baby bia mo. Na moti yan kind na nye bone was born TV. Na ja yebo modern say yebeba na yaba bedin komo kakra na Darius so de obi onim Darius bia nim say oye Centronia eba sports a wakwada re muye kakra yebo modern say be hwe na ya Ghana sports ni ye na nyina so to me amoma ni ma de when it comes to sports into no kakra bi on who Darius is
okay Joe Otemenka sir Joe Otemenka okay my mama Joe and from Joe Besa back but anyways Darius and now me name se video yi wanya bia ha senior man na daso yi senior man na daso yi me yes wanya bia hwa
enra me share live ni bi I was watching it live at a point na me try say me reach no nanka audience because or start say sebi I wasn't happy because okay the demeanor na former Black Stars captain or Castana I felt say probably it would be a bit of a worry or be or the December to dry be any said they Ghana for a Trinidadian because more shots na me person me friend but me and then so I felt it be another different phone and a live from number anymore to me friend uncle but no ubisa me be I watched it and be of course be I was privy to it.
Adia pan Kenya on nsema o de tu dwa no.
Well, and no can say be brave. He spoke about a lot of things happened tenure as the Black Stars captain. Also, Obe retired, quite fast with the captain, feeling some people who sabotaged him to other players or mobile camp. Also, Okasa about the political figure Obabe after your Kwanya NPP 4 fast. So the free are growing a whole lot. And to me say or you pained. Nina no bibi okan bia you could see say yaudie bi wonimu and or de kasa. Also, he spoke about 2010 World Cup call Uruguay, South Africa, and Uruguay ball quarterfinals. Penalty also on shot went to me and share. Nani own players on own colleagues. Almost as yes, say almost dinner tell almost friends so be a or share down or stay penalty and a whole lot. So and now you can say be brave, but maybe a touch me kakra was maybe I know can say at a point in time he was sabotaged in the team because a bro be a captain or just no or park no so no could be one or park no so and a whole lot. But you see, look, Asamoah Gyan or a figure beer, we should admit that or a national hero. Or your national hero and or your legend when it comes to football, when it comes to sports. As we speak, only a leading top scorer of the Black Stars, scoring 51 goals. And he has led the team to World Cup in South Africa, led the team to World Cup in Brazil, and a whole lot. And and we should admit it to the point that we should give him the accolade. We should give him that particular mark. And he said, no, Asamoah Gyan ye figure bi a I will say yemfa anidie ma no I will say yente ase se waba beso mo man ne pen then ne oni ho bi mu ana say or the ne boot agu ho no ma we should give him that respect. We should know that or ye figure bi a waba be bi da mo man Ghana nti ye bu president, ye bu former president, ye bu former vice president, that kind of respect in us yemfa man because in sports he has also come to serve. So that is one point no. My second point on the Black Stars team amount for sabotaging and a whole lot. I remember in 2014, the call Brazil na issue koba players ne so mo boni biom na they were named Fatini among muskomo and a whole lot. This guy was the captain for the team. And Hono I did this year before the Germany game. And a boy say Yamomuska bono momo. So I was saying Swaska in free Ghana. Enfangu Ghana must go mu. Enfanko pe British Airways mini enfamu nsimu. Na enfanko mo was in 2014 and about Ghana. People didn't even know Ghana, but I didn't see it in my Ghana didn't buy be at Ghana stake. Now Ghana for ne say omo $1 go Ghana must go mo disi airplane. Yes, a BC from the core Brazil. So it was one issue I buy. And that time, Asamoah Gyan was the captain for the Black Stars. And someone else was company naturally say there was no leadership in the team because the leadership was team Nima and can you see and can see forgetting that there was Suleiman Tari, there was Kevin Prince Boateng, and these two players in him someone almost stand there firm. So no management, yes, someone will no majisika. I didn't play the Sika Mumai. And it's kind of mad about him. I'm a Koba said Sule Crampo Bom Moses Parker assume one of the meetings, which was true.
Yeah.
Beyond to me that fact, it was true. And not just a perja, Emma, the then GFA president, Cosinan the chair for phone fair, says Kana Madian we are born Omo, Emma or Fair is a figure crack. A moment this can a two play mono the buyer. Honomono, Asamoah Gyan was the captain, but he felt that look. Me as the captain, you didn't respect me. When we are senior players, Bibi Crampon Ebeyanka was someone consulting me first. But that time, Asamoah Gyan wasn't that leader that they were expecting him to be. And so no the Jama as people knew him for Obeshi Jama, but a do man is serious now, no moon Asamoah Gyan. And that's a problem say no. Now leader no cry, and so far so crying the same. And the person who appointed him as the captain, which was Uriah Freno, Kosia Pia, and on the captain Amano. On one soon a different in 2019, before Yababe call Egypt AFCON 2019. On one soon a different. In some of believe say Nani po the captain on one assign different in some. It means that the sabotage now near cause so amount for to say ebinum penasem ebinum so ehyehyɛ no mo say ne kyerɛ other players na just say no kre intina no can say so many players omo into the team and they are coming to watch you Asamoah Gyan omo ba mu na o asa I will let Gyan need nkomo but at a point in time no masa atwe ho afiri ne ho. It means that there were people in the team who were actually inciting other players against him and it was obvious. It was obvious. You remember 2019 you call AFCON. We said no only one player. Kwabno Wusu no more yes kit be obekaya. Now we have to say we have to form away.
No,
yes,
I get it.
exactly. And that time, only you see boy no eba out be can some coin mom $80,000 you wi ani amfra boy ni biom yamfra boy ni biem be si de kobno si amfra ni be because omo hu se oni Asamoah Gyan ebo and Asamoah Gyan na tutugu na sum and our team ni de also ye say na wanye hard that team no say and a boy no so ba be can say you $2,000 na mama's appearance fee and that was the last time a different boy. So look, these people are no more buying Asamoah Gyan munyina, they are all not part of the team. Obekaya Majid Waris, no, you're close to Asamoah Gyan. Or no, so there was an AFCON neighbor, I think in Gabon, Gabon 2017. Kono, or no put the young communicate, say on Ka Final Squad, no, who social media. Any break with social media and say no, and who is the squad? Yes. So that is how I.
Nina an involvement with Baby Jet.
Exactly my point. And to know Asamoah Gyan, Sanema when you see member political side on, but in football no, Sanema when you see Manu said there be and Krofobi in Penasem. And Krofobi team ni mo Penasem, but Omuna they will smile. They will give him that vibe. So and I say all the monko, Penasem, and it was obvious. It's my mom instances are, and these were the players I went to Mama Mudin. And no one now say he doesn't want to mention names. These were the players. There are other two players are Ebia. They will chance on this video. Omotia, they will be a bit shocked. And so they are not even fan take a crack. You get my point. It's a no, and you know, can't sabotage and a whole lot. Now let me come to the relationship with Dede Ayew. Dede Ayew was introduced to the Black Stars in 2009. You remember, Omoko Egypt under 20 co Egypt World Cup no. Then Ghanaians started to look. These players are into the team. And even before that, no, sir, World Cup, no, about Black Stars Spain. The debut was in 2008, 2009. Since 2008, about Cantu 8, he was part of the team. But I started no more because that team, we had the call. Now call it on man, Dede Ayew more. Into 2009, already the under 20 team to the World Cup in Egypt. That was where okay. Then say what you may lead team with there. Then he can play for the Black Stars. In terms of in 2009, after the World Cup, Yebeko 2010 World Cup in South Africa. We had about 7 players from that team. Under 20 World Cup and in 2010 World Cup in South Africa. And you could remember, Obi of follow sports, Obi of follow football, Kai said he was the player, then a boy in replacement of Tulale Muntari. That time Sula was formed. Sula the inter-winning treble, Omaji Scudetto, Omaji Supercopa, Omasanso Sosaje, Champions League, under Mourinho. But you said there be under 20 World Cup, call World Cup. You understand the tradition. And to coach, ye benche Sula Muntari, we need treble. Emma Dede Ayew then Eba boy. And Dede Ayew wasn't bad. He performed so well. In Tonomono, a man fan can they all sided with the coach. Because the treble winner at the next in Chamba no so Timiabo what perform into no the central for no coach in so or make a good decision. Then there were prophecies among folks are say when I wait there or the under 20 Kwakwaji World Cup there and a Ghana so no or Siamfa a year captain ban no bit Kwakwaji Bibia Ghana. And look, Ghana, there is one topic I be and on one day now you better discuss this idea no. And the Bakua Ghana into winning trophy or the Black Stars since 82 has been with the captaincy issue.
Oh really?
BSc. Yes, a BSc before I go 82 crampon a Bedi Pele any Sika Kono, there were Bruhaha, a Bedi Pele any Kosia Pia, there were Bruhaha. There has been captaincy issues, I yet dent on the image of the Black Stars. And until there be a year captaincy issues in Tinia Quaco Pemnia Samba.
Because we bet here, now captain they send here a ban keke the ball. How dear and for dear pa benefitini at me a team no say beer team no anya the team no I abysmal. So what I say.
Okay. So this is it. What kind of corporate offices and our corporate works are? We have general managers who lead the company or CEO who leads the company. And you know, you group here, sorry, your general overseer, your residence pastor, I choose your okay, how you say, and I think so. Oba a kuma and a busum penny or no more. And so, football, Munsus, like your captain, coach, Nady or no, any Juma as the coach, or no, or spearheaded team. But on the field of play, you need a leader on the field of play, and that leader should be the captain. Yeah, Beba, Kosia Pia, one Abedi Pele, in your captaincy issues. Tony Bafo or no, Tony Yeboah, and so ebenya issues on those days, almost so much time, you go la musu benya captaincy issues. And Ababe Haya Baba Bisi say Stephen Apia before Baba free team ni no nyam fi mu mpo no na yaje captain de Asamoah Gyan. Meanwhile Asamoah Gyan so no nim say obeto John Mensa with team ni mu. Obeto lele with team ni mu but yamfa ade na amomo ene ye de mo no Asamoah Gyan. And Asamoah Gyan kroyan so so mu ene ye baba be call AFCON e wo Egypt. Kwesi Apia de ye baba be na Kwesi Apia so se da bi. Osofo bi aka kire ni say Egypt ono mo no. Dede Ayew at the U20 eko win World Cup. Until we Egypt akwa bo AFCON there and if a captain Dede Ayew in 2019 and we the Dede Ayew oje the man ne pe and Asamoah Gyan at the retirement letter by so ntimi mobo bi ma retire asem we kopie mo Jubilee House e kopie Jubilee House ama President Akufo-Addo eba mu ofre omo tu no ne omo kasa so ade na mo yesa o de sign back to football AFCON they say they call not knowing that na Asamoah Gyan ponka the plans of Kwesi Apia for the AFCON. But asem no copy Jubilee House into don't someone funny didn't count for the AFCON. And to look at this, captain on the captain on so bench. Any year Asamoah Gyan general captain. In him so in 2019 Bekai. Asamoah Gyan general captain.
Yes, you know copy or you are normal captains, you know,
And to Adia na ehom na de ehanie Asamoah Gyan or your figure about team nache or players are on a camp. Dede Ayew players almost won a camp. And to over Black Stars camp name watch it too.
Watch it.
And to more tournament say what the way camp player ebo na we can play who say Jordan Ayew and maybe Dede Ayew a good position. O man the ball na o man nche because o man nche no mo beji ni din. Ono no camp Asamoah Gyan no store bench nti ne o man nche obe traction. So you see the whole thing. And Tenero a higher from the 80s up to 2024, year 2025, still a higher. Maybe someone air captain for the Black Stars. I want to be boniding.
You see, aside of the Ayew brothers, when said them, I say, oh, na abakudu swakakra, na se pushi kakra, na kofaha.
But see, I say, maybe say, Chelsea captain, and when you bet my boniding with ease. Barca captain with with ease. United captain with with ease. Now the intina Ghana Nkwadi intimi boniding. And now captain, young friend for the Black Stars. Andre, when was the last time you found Andre you were the Black Stars? On Kaimpo. And a tactics are with the person only new free team anymore. So you see another captaincy issue. Ye kwa boy in Sudan, ewa and the captain ma Jordan Yedema Kudus. And a Jordan Bufu ye. Ye game no, Utuado, Efa playing, Eco PMO UK, Eco Pa Jordan a chow so Miss Rel, Brown else me the captain ma by my farm out, but the Amakudus ye losing to Miss Rel. And no buy no Sunday captain ma Jordan's on so more. And I don't see a coin and so go in the Zane now. Why the captain in the man? We have no direction. And to the captaincy issue, the can say we need about 2 hours to talk about it. Into no, and ama Asamoah Gyan nay, why better? I just say, or can be biana or your yaw, and eka, yaw dear be unimu, and obian so yaw dear unimu no look. I am a man for Tiasia. Is this Valencia? Valencia na say, yes, Valencia. And now, coach be a bomudia, na coach no ye. Coach no over 80 something years. Omako finals are kwa. People don't know, say, yaw dear, obi be some or club, obi be some mine. Now what's our mind? Oh, man, the yaw dear send mu. No keke can send beer. No more shan, Cassan, no more pata. ebedi munyasa. That is what Ghana has been suffering. And now Asamoah Gyan or say Ghana muntu cap because of what team were coming and the captaincy issues. And I bear with him. What about team nipe onimnioka? 2015, the last time I Ghana quaff on a was 2015. Yakowi ye di second and on moto jeep Emma place ni coach senior to jeep momo. Be Sydney intimi po enko semi-final. After that time, you call semi-final 2017 in Gabon. Ewie ye call semi-final BM. The team has been retrogressing. Inti niema bi wo team no ma say yansha nka e be di ye nya saa kosi say ye behwe na ya service ade no. Inti no asa na man okeka ni nyina no. Me, I agree with him. Ayade wo ho. Obi a wadi Black Stars ni church bi abetro say yes. Asa spoke out of pain. Asa spoke out of to say certain things are happening. Amen. Ne odi ho yaw besin ne. And say yansha nka ebedi enyache.
Ebedi enyache. Na ye free ho no captaincy level no. We dey me say me hwe because of say o hwe Asamoah baby Jesse no city for now our Ghana football o feel say ye man position wo na no na ebi obetimi die apulipuli niam ma niam akekese ne ana ye nya no na one na mosa.
Well, you see
before so baba me he say menya Joel what you mean? Joel. Okay, unless Joel Sakono Saba. Joel, what do you mean? Nice one. You camera name but anyways, Nina. So far, video about Today. Baby Jet, Asamoah Gyan. Me name say when you be here.
Oh yes. Mama me phone now.
Nice one.
Now let me say nine say Ghana had it. Who you bless now? You can never do without Asamoah Gyan. Osborne, you need how one pay the dues in terms of Ghana football. And see video my baby. But I feel say I'm for pay. And I brought pay the kasa. You need dedication. Akuma and you da where you are trained in terms of Ghana football near there. And everybody has people want to take advantage of people. Osborne and Grandpa has anybody. Yeah, na the way I say, no be away big figure but I say no for joining.
Sir Joel.
But I was say yeah, say you be I be a China or Dio. Tell some more than this. Out of pin on the casa, but into the fees no contract.
Ufise no kwanswa na in some of we are sports journalists with the issue of the captaincy in the Black Stars. E dey na work ka found.
Asamoah Gyan, unim say ye body dia. Mami yi Stephen Tornado appear in field. Na mi yi John Mason field. Na udi mi yi Asamoah Gyan field. Mama be yi Andrew Rami Morgan Dede Ayew. But among all these captains here, Asamoah Gyan have shown more commitment, desire. I'm not taking a pair from the book. No, Stephen Appiah Tornado also showed. But Asamoah Gyan Nobia or the Black Stars here then.
Oh.
No, the Black Stars. And you know, everybody said, Nipa Bisa and Krana Osebia, among for sabotage me here. Osborne, I make was saying, got your time, Asamoah Gyan, or to meet Jimmy, bonus is near here, or chairman local place near from Ruby. I wouldn't take Stephen Appiah out of it. But if Lisa captains in who seminar, you never who you have come out there, you are and at the end, and then you got Asamoah Gyan real crown. No more Asamoah Gyan. Say we're near there. But Osborne, Oko US, Oko England, Portugal, Ronaldo, they are still playing. But what you can say, Young free in terms about Ghana, they're very massive. You come your career. You need kind of for. And you understand the big man or the young man. It pays. It pays. It pays.
Yanko, me too.
The Ghana against Egypt. What can qualify? Look at the goal that that guy scored. Yes, you are still committed to getting more goals for the Black Stars. When you can once it, there's some more the bottom scout for the Tawaye. On one bottom scout. Can we be counted? And you know, Ghanaian has not been fair to him as a player. Quite a fast, with the captain to finish by force every time born. I am very bad. You know, I understand him making the pain. I say, all right. And one or the young de casa. You know, the fish and the ones one.
Now, you say you footballer now your politics. Also, so kakra send I see kafam.
Oh, and we are ukasa now unimrias levels. Let me make an example to you. Yes.
I see.
England now. There's one player about Chelsea. Your friend John Terry, former captain for Chelsea. He's joined a political party in England. Or Peru, your friend is saying, campaign my party union. And not just saying, you know, or no, we have seen footballers even in Africa here. Senegal president here in Nigeria. The youngest president in Nigeria. We have players from Senegal who are supporting him, campaigning for him. He couldn't save your money. So what are you talking about?
I see.
Now, if I come this out, that would be a big one. So the idea was wrong. You have to be smart. And maybe get on your next one.
Now the issue of the $5 million is also much in a dini hoka crown so what in us in
because Okasuma this kind of power now boy you should be on kind of because I don't think that anybody will come out to accuse you say the uti and when first come out with I did not pay you. Or my really introduction is smart, but can be a water.
Okay. I see.
One thing now, no, let's just be honest as well. Oh, young crowd, but who says, yeah, Mahama? Yes, at the end of it, or the song fight today, or scam. Let's be honest, go. Finish a fan here. I hope one of them don't say what they.
Okay, let's say I'm farmer.
And he need no explanation to anybody. Also, are your business? On your being yourself. And then make my copy Adum TV and Adum FM. Make your bigger. Or be any about from copy or there be men and take decisions. And to watch life goes on. Boom, that is it.
Not minute that was a custom say, say no, Usha blasters now. They say, young position me farmer a baby jet and now I'm manage in Kakra first and Kakrana, and I send us home. And I young in them.
Go to the backyard team for the elephant of La Côte d'Ivoire, Talanga Lions of Senegal, the indomitable Lions of Cameroon, Ubenya, this ex-footballers who have paid their dues. Me Pastor Yankanuke, Asamoah Gyan in the modern day Ghana was our biggest export in terms of football to the world. They got to a time in the EPO. You want to watch our long team because of Asamoah Gyan. And Tibana, any person I catch them, I was so showing answer. No one said me our technical team, management members of the Black Stars, so that he will be an inspiration and mentor to the young guys. Young from England, Brazil, and Argentina, and the likes, and Ghana. Those times before we went to the World Cup in Brazil, near friend African Brazilians, and we'll be on the next year. And to be fair, you many chance to do what you say. It's a world of football, not just the Black Stars, even the FA All these care people, they are two people who are a bunch of fools. They know nothing about football. I expect Stephen Appiah, John Mensah, John Pentel, Asamoah Gyan, they go out in the life. Young form, one share effort, baby. That kind of country I Ghana for.
Before my last year, I'm rather so. I'm for say baby jet, baby our coffee for any idea. You first can be brave. Now then I say, oh, come in, oh, $5 million. They say it's can be a man.
Osmo, so no, you come pass you are. Now come around you are. Now you're there. Go to I lose stock. One or so place. I don't believe in the bank account. So what is it? So it's 1 year, Juma. When you are there, my paying $1 for years, Juma. And when you come to BBC, I
on the phone.
That's grab it, but be wise. Nama Udino, and no brand like the Kuta or Asamoah Gyan. Like a city cow, and look at it here. They are more money and no pen. Yes.
That was my memory. Not me before I say Joe Babam, not me Busa say, senior baby jet on no more say me who involvement with the blasters. I say be a Obabe hold a position in the FE. Now at me aboa who feel say young friend of mom baby and then there has been a proposal be a cotton anima or no kasa wa reject and I don't know more the sporting fraternity Faminante.
Well, I'm gonna touch on that. Name is not Joe can't sing, but my line drop into Manchester Danton here. No, can say player be or about Chelsea or United or something. Now, my politics like on the medium say if you can talk on it for me like 1 minute and can be the power.
Former Chelsea captain. Yes. Former Chelsea captain.
John Terry.
Also, one of the assemblies in terms of politics. And it was a money. But you don't need to you who saw exactly. It is as a model from there's nothing wrong with that. Who was a new man here? Senegal. Most of them, Koulibaly, they supported the call for this new guy. Anybody Daniel. How many years you want in your brother?
Okay. Okay, Meba. My main can't wait on it and send my cause born or question so. Look, John Terry George, you're a fine person. And when you go to the UK, their politics is different from African politics. Look, in this country, I almost see I know. A dear Bakwa, or the home for ya. One year careful, integrity best say politics. You see, Asamoah Gyan, and Yama wa build the intelligence, the integrity, and Sika waye, and ocean status as a so kita sisiana. A status of one person, yem funny dimpo near grow, than can be sold in an image form. If you guys get it, because of Edina wa build ya kwa kudru, integrity or war, Sika wa babinya, and sebi famous kakra wenya, and this humanity no, and sasa media to media, and this according to politics. Because look, in Ghana, if we start thick skin now in your politics, no. If you don't have that thick skin, which I know Asamoah Gyan doesn't have, only that skin, now. And there was this politician, Emma Obekan say, I feel no one say, oh no, NPP because in 2010, and no also, isn't no this and also, or send this and also, what said that now say penalty because on per se. Ghana beko semi-final and NDT for their common manifesto and I'll say penalty. And no na Asamoah Gyan after the chest na come hurusa. Because when you start test scan and we don't have that test scan, I'm sorry, you don't venture into politics. I was so build obi di watama what cycle so politics did atamo fa and you not care. But you do atamba ku mienu ya after the NPP sika bi e ba ya wanya bi after the what shall see you. No, intimidate. the time I hosted him on TV in April on All Regional Games. Media tournament. He came to my show and I asked him vehemently that, Asa, Ghana for the na politics do move to me. The answer no longer someone say one son the papa be mame. But I just had to move on. And I will be saying say JDM no so for a bed. He told me point blank that look, Darius, or Honomo and about me a friend no. In the sense JDM the kind friend the uncle Beko means that on your certain yet. On your certain yet. But that is it. And to me, John Terry George on any politics or perfume, and that's the constituency says side no him say or ye be the abomo. But this is the case. Senior man one could be so ye the abomo, si kebi be free my bentin or ye then or then kokodom ye no. And to me, a wrong move. A wrong move in Ghana. For the parties, Obi Timidi Watembi. Obi Timi phones no deep president attempt now president creating attempt now was Asamoah Gyan for on your way. But before you coming into politics, respect a Ghana for one. The way I hear so the way I hear it was different. And then NDC phobia for no a friend no Dede Ayew Captaincy because I join politics. But it wasn't like that. And to me, Asamoah Gyan politics no real money. There was a wrong move. And the name you sure so I regret it. So Mangasa Babeka. Also, then I'm one of them join it. Into the name I'll be vindicated. Mitra TV so can say Asamoah Gyan. Me who ni do manifesto ni say, as a with dear more rem. And did 2 months. And I move o ma sha se e Frank Bini Samuel
yeah.
Wasn't ready for it. But he kept you benya free muntino and when any guase.
It is greediness in the pushing into politics, and that
I wouldn't say greediness, but at a point, ABS Kebia no benya and Ebin Susano NPP need that who knows? ABU NPP need that Obinim Nekado Kita, Obinim ne party to dom. But so far as on no Ankasana catch them on TV, say or no the Ohonomana, but Omea friend so person major in the manifesto team. No fan argument the American. It was good. Mid dear, and can be the handler, me and the manager and whatever, and can make a change.
Now, say, oh, now a bass are now only a penny buffalo, so at least on so tiny chima.
Babyana hold any dear bar. Sebi, the beer for myself say, I jump on the bar, Trima, no, I drink the council Benny Pahua. The musica, not drinking now, say because he care back, regardless, he care back to be only a mechanic. And the bar for the honor, no blaming, but me, say me, asane handler, me and manager, mechanic management one. I'll advise you that look, and your problem. But they shouldn't announce it that you are part of the manifesto team. No. I know some journalists in this country who were part of manifesto sports JDM, but Omudia Mabonting on TV Stuttgart, Tribia Thomas, Tribia Thomas, Owini, I think Sunyane no Bekum West, on no Winnie. He came on my show. You really offer saying Darius. We show with dear JDM Moshe manifesto sports team a year cramp never be a church trainer. At the 12 year number you are seeing fast at the church trainer. It tells you that
I can Sadek Adams.
Of course, because you know some of these things, sometimes. But I make an honest lucky, and then Obi a do attend because you know done politics. Obi a can say who be actual only a mechano. And to me, a wrong move. It wasn't a greedy way or the quiet, but a wrong move.
A wrong move. Let's back to my question. Say, I mean, the circles of the sports. They have been a proposal. Say, baby jet, your person ube technical team, and I'm probably coach and something like that. You heard Obi say Michael Essien, and Michael say, oh no. See coaching course so as I say. Oh boy, Juma gidi. I don't know. It be a match TB, say Bianca. baby jet nkombe jinemu Enfama Blasters or technical team hokakra na even coaching cry. I don't know what bibisa anempo ye the bibisa go man and wapo na.
You see, Mamemfa is any example from ACN wabo Black Stars pain, wabo Chelsea wabo highest football pain. So no, a banner sani my way unimupa, Asamoah Gyan so sa. But you see, I remember, which I can confidently say this because I was part of the discussion. When it got to a point, Ghana, yepe coach, your pamo Chris Hutton, there was a conversation. I was part of it. ACN din EBP muma obi fa for ne free ACN. Ndi nkomo so adwuma na ba beda ho. Ye ba be appoint a new coach, but the person your assistant. ACN didn't even make a point to be our person on for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, or whatever minutes. But some catch on and say, look, for now, I know say I'm in the coaching business. I have my UEFA license, B whatever. I have my pro. I'm coaching under 19 in Denmark. So on Casa Juman on pay, but to see how they me accepting that job. He told them point blank, to see how they me accepting that job. Onim, your nipa obiane ni sune ne ban, your obiane how of us here they taking the decisions. Adeɛ baako a ɛwɔ mu ne sɛ ACN oyi nipa bi a ɔhwɛ adeɛ, he observes a lot. Because ebi amena nke frame me anka meka twom so me time kakra na menwe ho. Now we am get back to them. But ACN didn't need even 2 minutes to think about it. He just came out to say Debbie, on you ready to take the Black Stars assistant role. And then I make us the same way. John Pence wasn't in the picture for the assistant role. He wasn't in the picture for the assistant role. After say Omone ACN Kasa, they spoke to one other former Black Stars player. Ononso Anje Jumano. It's not fit about that one. It's one infamano. Steven Onyanko coaching course here. It's unknown to me and handles our part on them. But there is one other player or US. Yes, or US is here. And also so no, he didn't accept the job. No, just for no more. And they spoke to 2 players who have the license to be the assistant coach. So they have to throw it to John Pencil. Tell you man about that you be there near. Ever will be available, whether he is competent or not. No, the John Pencil. Tell no, I don't think that. Asamoah Gyan, ocean caliber now one now. Maybe I can say you don't need to be at the highest level or at the highest position before you can help. Minister of Sports and some of ideas be out there mass sports for no. You don't need to be in charge as the GFA president before you have any ideas to help her or the ama. Obia nyanko pambo obia say wa mo obia nimdie mo obia nyansa so nye de onfa moa enema. We have some people who have good ideas. But then it's not to say one on one. Open mom ideas are we say, idea with dear. We have people too who, when you give them the ideas, they are good in execution. They execute it perfectly for you. And also honor. I'm not sure, say, Asamoah Gyan would want to be in the position as the GFA president before an ideas no on the board. I remember he made a post on X, formerly of Twitter, say, I think this guy, Majid Ashimeru, or one of the best midfielders, or what they know friend. The next call up, this guy came, he performed so well. He performed so well. Into
I don't know, but Darius. Ahumano IBB. Anyways, Vivian Zeni, let's say, and a Caspos Kakra, yes, baby jet Asamoah Gyan, Kwamis TV, Nana Kwakudia, Mame Hena Mensanfa, Darius and Samra. Now, Yinti baby jet Kakra.
But in Banana, you bring what you want. I can't bet me about national team. I'm the only player he wants to see. I'm the only player he wants to see. Team friendly family in here. Best 3 days will come by. Nipakona, Ohumia, Okutukutumina, or Dede Ayew. Sani Pakono, Ohumia no afa. Or better be him. Because of Asamoah Gyan. Why? It me my time as the captain in the national team, I was alone. I only deliver on the field. I was alone. Say captain him on. Because of brainwash, people didn't respect me as the captain. Because there were people brainwashing these kids for them to be respected. I feel them free, hold. You see? And those in Corona, you brainwash them, they regret till now. And Corona, you brainwash them. I'll mention them, but we'll see on a how they got out from the national team. How they got out. Me generation now, or more I'm free. One. Now we have one. Now we have one. There are those people who they were brainwashed. I won't mention names, but me two question amamu. Me two question amamu. More answer. My generation, I'm free. One. There were those who were brainwashed to turn against me. Time so yeah, my 50th goal. Me bo me captain me name that so. Instead of me to celebrate my 50th goal, you were thinking about the captaincy. Me name about captain. Who forgetting me 50th goal now? You celebrate it no. Milestone. You focus on me name about captain. Now I'm for can in Chinigum. Muyano. You see? Me? And those people go for me. They know my heart. Me, when I come to your life, it's happiness. When I leave your life, it's in one of the song. I say if I'm in your life, it's blessing. If I live your life,
okay. Daros Asaba. Yes, Daros Utemigan. Hello. Okay. I'm the Daros network now. But anyways, Kwame Stevie. Yes. I believe it's Biaboko. Spence. Yes, Spence. I'm having Daros back because ends the network na hagi.
For them to be respected. I feel them free, hold. You see? And those in Corona, you brainwash them, they regret till now. And Corona, you brainwash them. I won't mention them, but we'll see on a how they got out from the national team. How they got out. Me generation now, or more I'm free. One. Now we have one. There are those people who they were brainwashed. I won't mention names, but me two question amamu. More answer. My generation, I'm free. One. There were those who were brainwashed to turn against me. Time so yeah, my 50th goal. Me bo me captain me name that so. Instead of me to celebrate my 50th goal, you were thinking about the captaincy. Me name about captain. Who forgetting me 50th goal now? You celebrate it no. Milestone. You focus on me name about captain. Now I'm for can in Chinigum.
Oh, baby jet, ebano, what is the football aspect in the and baby jet, obi timi kra, Daros, otemega.
Meton Kappa was one.
Network na ye. Ebano, the sporting fraternity, and I say ebano the football aspect of baby jet life. Why name be bree, so what I say, and no doubt, no doubt.
Yeah.
Obi timi kra kase, what to work because Odi ohun ye ma hin no penalty na o se no 20 World Cup na se na hia ye na hia ana ye di nkomo ansa na we no ekate mayemra what is saying say ye peja position bi di ama no wo hon kakra na ho no hia me because enye den e say ye hu John Pace John Pace na de na ba Blasters ni and em say wo lele su ehye ho no mo kura say ye hu hwi o lele wo ko
ya pamono da
sa
now I stand
lele
ya pamono was found do.
Okay, yanko on the basis of what's that?
Is there in our hold on Fatah da on a goalkeeper trainer?
Oh, okay, Fatal da. Okay. Yan so on the say baby jet baby held position be probably the next future. I don't know.
Okay, so as I was saying, one thing I believe in is you don't need a position before you would impact in lives. You don't need a position before you can be heard. You don't need to be in a position before you can give out ideas. Why am I saying this? We have people who are not in position, but they have been impactful in people's lives. They have impacted in a lot of lives. And you don't need to be on the seat of the GFA president and son what to me and make impact in Ghana football. You don't need that.
Now, maybe Obibaka said, looking at the management,
you see, I don't know more executive council no. There are 12 people and no more executive council so. And you know, me sure say Kate no kwane tenase or na dwunye bibi dabi. And so 12 people no more board no so no mo nyina to aba na yi omo. And no more to aba na mo the football people, the delegates, over 128 delegates. No to aba them omo. And in a way no mo the brains, the ideas, they are behind the football decisions we bring now Ghana no. You can say it's okay, and we have PFAG, which is Professional Footballers Association of Ghana. Almost they are part and they vote down. Is it almost they vote for the GFA presidency. So in a way, almost they are part of the football decision-making body on your mechanism. And almost they football people, footballers, BCCR, former footballers, which Tony Buffo is their chairman or their president. And Tetezuta, secretary, vice president, I think Steve Chepsa, also a former player. So it means that they are all part of the football decision body. And you know, you see, and it boils down to the individual preference. When I say individual preference, on Asamoah Gyan, why not drink say, or be preposition do Ghana Football Association because when you go to Senegal, Fekafot. No, Senegal. No, Cameroon Fekafot. You could see that someone little feels on a GFE president or no more. And by the first decision to make here say footballers in the Senegal league, less than a certain amount of money. Because what football need be paying only me come a day only mo coin fast survive. And so by the first decision, one chance compo, in my power as the president, I make this order. Would your team or Senegal come has say you to a player less than $150 or less than $200 and making this out for them. And then on to say Senegal players some move you call out to be brave. The player said us no, but on to say Ghana, your captain ABLB Mediama Omoje Ghana Premier League 11 players call mortar. Obe who captain no Vietnam.
Baby, mututu kwa dia ana nyu.
But there be yene who say no, but almost a bomb. I remember, and then I make same way. And then about two media houses in Nigeria, my friend on the Asamoah Gyan issue. And one journalist was asking me about the player exodus. And I make a change. Look, I remember 2017, as a full captain, Thomas Abe. Sikano Johan went to man talk Hilbaro Bakumpo Kruma. Okobo, I think Guinea Bissau or Somalia. And just 2 seasons. O Sidine, Dodua. Yes. Yes. So what you hear? And who say no, but Omono Mukono, they are enjoying it. Or your captain no a captain, the ma hearts of folk, and your mediama, and your Legon cities, and then your Diana stars, hearts of folk. But a Hano or Bohano for almost 4 seasons when Timin Pan talk wheelbarrow and Timan to be. But of course, a guinea or so, and within 2 seasons, now sit down Dodua. So it tells you that yana no man you soon say bia ade na okọ but okọ a eboano the busuafo ne yire ne ne ma ne namfofo bia be benefit but okroma say ya obobo ehun no TV so obobo enso na komode no. So for that one there no credit na any issue. But coming back to Asamoah Gyan, be president for the Ghana Football Association and does he have such ambition? And living in the PFAG, what is
network na having anyways Mr. Ona ebia yenkomo ayedi upese obemu a na ma bi afresi here na ma Mr. Ose French Polynesia plus 689 is a country code in US. Is obet me afre back why na ebia me de what to so be I don't know upese obemu dia ensema ekon. Yes, with the issue of your players, Ghana Blasters and Ampo players or more Ghana senior. Ubatise player B or call send another Darius okay. South Africa there 7 fans or more league in kakra. So I say, but ubitimi call Malta or call Kazakhstan or call Bobo. Nina and come says ya so I say. Darius line no aye. I didn't know. But so now maybe after wait me after my WhatsApp and come throw back. I see French Polynesia plus 689. That's the country code, you know. Nanka I found to so I don't know. So far Asamoah Gyan baby jet Asamoah Gyan ehun sema bedi highway no so near kan wasen. So at I say senior man kwa go politics kakra. $5 million kakra bi amanfo bi atwena di ni ade. But in no Osaso Kasa with the issue at the Blasters captaincy. So I say amanfo any breno amanfo yese amanfo bi won so abo omo pa omeki comment bi say people have been brainwashed against him as a person or as a player. I was looking at say ebia anka obetimi agi dibre bi e Ghana Blasters mo but utie Darius nsem na okana the choice of preference ebia na on pet. So what you say, but looking at the pedigree, and I said Dibia Asamoah Gyan in terms of football, anka ebi anka wetimi ra our football mo na ebi our G position bi nanka okay kan yema sie ni anka beboa bet ono ana ebi a onpe but looking at senior na nimonyam hye ewo football mono and say we did agro at the name Asamoah Gyan nko now amafo keka say omutu kwakra na bia okase ofri Ghana omutu say yeah Asamoah Gyan ntini din as Gyan no brand na no ordinary so he needs to make good use of it. That's the Darius line ayi anyways ye fancy say ebrepam no ye be sheda nya bre ne akomu na ye no ma adidi nkomo Oche video no baka obonse mene Darius etwetwe nkomo na afi so Joel omuna ye media sports journalist both at ABN there be say Joel say okọ adom Adom TV, any Adom FM, yes. And Daros so Angel 102.9 and Angel TV, yes. It you know, anyways, my influence here, Obi a backlash be a mission. Spence, Viviezeni, Set, Natty, Set, Daros Asabana. Oh,
Internet ne hard pa bro.
Hard pa. Yanko.
Yeah, it's no.
Now, Kase, se players. So, who's on Quabrani, I found a bag, I found a boot. Not in any water because of Sikana Pine or Quagwaji. On found a be a ball, no, specifically say, or Quago Bonwa, you, and this are.
Oh, yeah. Me say, now they put the mortar crumble the sun will be Quebec say a butchery. I'm out for Libya, you know. I'm out for Somalia. I mean, coach bidding come, coach Bashir for us, Darius. Somalia, I'm a coy. What the honor, one will be a bit boom. I said, oh, there's many things, and one I may share because all Ghana no, Sika be him, but a coin or call as a coach. Oh, imagine, coach a crewman cabinet easily. What's it?
That was network near bad. My friend that is so bad.
Hello?
Yes, that is.
That's all alive.
I am alive. Young community.
It's you, Bill. Me say Darius, no, you're a very deep thinker, a deep thinker. And someone kind of very powerful because share a cry a team and Bema. Also, Quacoto, dear, $5. Also, then you make a film, right? Make a film, they're over about near 255, you got to so. So, we are politics. Who could tell good name with everything? What do you go from politics, mind? Why you can't be behind politics? No, who you were named? When I catch us over to me, you were named Sahara politics. At baby, I won't know say as Asamoah Gyan. And who here you don't need politics. Who here crana? Who here has our back door? But what do you mean you were named such a time? You NPP now we NPP, you know, NDC about where they. And what if London and us American politics and compare Ghana politics? Yeah, the other day it doesn't have any meaning, no. Any meaning? Yeah, yeah. Obi target so also here this into my target what target for life. So na me channel. It's a brother brain near the no. What think you when you say I'm here this ni, I'm here NPP ni. What do you want to say because the type of politics no is dirty. And to say outsiders for the omoya. What do you find compare so with London here politics you know? Oh yeah, there's something wrong with it. Because the position of woman, what you may in any moment, yes, and then now I'll show you. I should sing like I better who's you. And why should sing like I better who's you. So now for some one footballer, we are politics and couple appreciate you, be. But I was saying how I first saw obey you. What you may you and him say, you're crying your cry here in your politics. So yes, star. Let us say, Miss
Medasi. 80 Dutch is not in count, yes. Ghana, our style of doing politics, you know. So I say, dirty. Not obit me here on him. Now say, who say, NDC and our MPP. Obit Magaza, party now one and when he could have said, and some of Ghana. Anyways, the baby jet as a majan, and one sense, Daros, you better than your brand, yes, I'll come. So I say, but anyways, me and fancy I say, na yebesa so edi ahyem biem. Obi oba class bia no nyame hira no. Na afisu onye ne kase. Oh. Vek me so ma me fro ba. Ma Daros mem sisi a. Wa Daros me fro sisi a. Daros.
Yeah, born.
Oh,
network. I don't know.
No problem. You better than your na the next time. But we submission, mommy. That means you come na Sikana.
Sikana chairman. Sikana because Ghana say no. We won't say most of the players no all Bawahano. We won't say or guess be 3 Bakuton Kuku. Bakuton go be. ba kon so ton fufu enti no anopa no opon training ano afa kokura na ho no mo why fi ma ba o no 7 koko na awia bo ansa na obekọ training na akọ gobere na ho no ode o ma ba o davi ma ba o akwa je gobe anwuma akọ training aba akomode na akọ fufu ra na ho no mo akwa emma enti ni nyina no eya na your bread or mo brent no se de obi ba me kai me ni player bi di nkomo recently o say Darius me mpa ya me bo nyina ne say me nya de wo Tanzania den ke don no me yo no mo ton kube no mo ye ho adwuma pa Tanzania but you see ni me ne Tanzania league ni mo ye competitive chen ha o ye tuo mo kai chen ha enti mo so top scorer this guy me finidin me sedini ba me catch obo be chem United onya deal Tanzania America na kokko sign dem on onko enye ye my brother onko enye ye okwanze say no I think say oba December yi otwi car Porsche car na otwi enko be chem anka kombede ne sa you understand afi na match the teams ni bi asha say a omo tuetua players kai but it has to focus say no more makatu ansem no was sure kakra kotokonso dia was sure Nations FC dia was sure men I think Diana Stars ni one of too few clubs almost so yeah the MVP well but apart from that no break so player exodus
the wokan and cross so guarantee the fact that there are some foreign players omo ba Ghana our Ghana league ni bi but is a branch of free Brazil ni tiro
Fabio
Gama
Fabio Gama
ana Côte d'Ivoire yisu mo say Côte d'Ivoire for free mu be bo bia kama the ball kotokonya there with those club there me sure say
instead de nyina bae yonde mo nso bae mbela mu nyina baba ya ntina kire say no has no kotoko mutua yie kakra ne sa but other clubs ni dem kai those days me start seeing TV player be no or dance man or frey or chale ohia kakra dey so kings can you imagine and it means that you make kai player mean money dey or US means me money dey or very popular kakra and chale difficult who play
another football ben adbema baby jet network ne how so far video in sema what year or the about to abonti complain o make nya de amanfo se wanya broken heart ne in sema bre ana amanfo kan
enema mi ensa na meka kira Asamoah Gyan you be a Ghana for penasem nipa do na penasem we nipa 100 emu 80 penasem because wama nijia bakromo apen wama osiba bakromo apen onu go bi obehye ntino mo bi krampo na dwenjen krampo no onkai ebi obi wa reho mo go Asamoah Gyan ahye paint no ama ni refi na reho mpo odi the chair say he has contributed so well massively to the nation when the businesses are bie Asamoah Gyan Airlines ya nanka eba ya ahonsem koye bebree Asamoah Gyan to Paradise Park osanso filling station no baby ametene just walking distance or filling station or building na odema hanya manfo nso nya adwuma ye den
through ma memra hakakra what say omo say Asamoah etugala
gala ne de Ghana obi atubi Gala ni go do na tubi na ayi we dey ma me fan twam Frimpong Boateng onu ye NPP ni onu be kan se galamsey no esha se fi Jubilee House wante enti se Jubilee House na esha se fi da se ne Ghana ye nyina na etu no enti ye nyina ye tubi enti na Asamoah Gyan tu
enya ngwa cash network engine ho pa Amisha vacation. Interesting conversation. Many Darius have it. Vic. Yes, Vic.
If I tell her to say Bema,
Boko answer.
Boko na kwa me ba kupe. Teacher, I said be Boko dear.
Boko.
Na me pierce me darling, or Ghana on the 7th, or dear ya papa Mahama, but na Eja Akujana Suana.
And ye may minim the SC.
Me darling, nowadays, what Rugana na one country or wife. Because then say me tell them come platform so I tell teacher and I own way.
Say be a 2025 wakwakose no boom. Ebi o dwene na.
Kwame TV we won aja. Would to jana or ba no wada was say, would you know woman or for free with the fabra or for you what to fire and I move in on the 7th. When I make no mama money and me busa Kwame TV teacher. It's here Mr. First about Professor First. Happy New Year, Miss Sweet Sister Vivian. You greater sister, watch it. Mammy Amma and Sister Comfort, Mr. Chumberry Mapo, Bra Mike, and Mr. Samuel Mensa. Bring me about Mam Wellness. Japan into your bar no better to my Nanako dear. Munina, watch it, Michia Munina, Munina have the Minia bag in the Seba, who will decide. Etia will be a sister Yakov, will be a mamma with me. I'm a balanda. There will be a teacher. Mamma, happy New Year. Sister made an anchor. When it is Asamoah Gyan the other day, they said, yeah, Bracken. But Emma Boom for me, Captain Smart, assembly of Robert Time. The baby now. Well, intimate me the Kakra Barber, social, some percent.
Oh, Captain India, you, ma'am, you would Besaba, me Saba, but would me Saba.
If there's some more, there no see I was the man said,
Baby Jet, a banner said the sporting career, no, was there none you be doing como. Auntie, not ye share senior not the Casamuno or Cassette, Blasters, no. A month for Kika, a month for Tribu at the farm. A month for a polluti, a month for the for no baby jetting. Of course, not like a idea and a hat. So I just say, I don't know, so say, no, was Tiano. Hey, with Timinia Sika, if you Timinia gig, you know what Chama boys into, and no, I don't know how I see it. Antina, made the sports and a journalist Ebasu. Or TV, and I know what you can come found. Basically, no one's an aniac.
My teacher, what is that? Asamoah Gyan, maybe you'll be on the plane. Me what Germany, but I told her be a Ghana for Copra, Canina, Bacoto Black Ghana flag, and I mean, if you remember, say Ghana and Germany boy, we play a Germany. That damn, yeah. I don't know, yeah, German was okay, football now. Ghana, hey. I'll pay many I take. A copy of Ghana Praga, Bufiano, a day of cough. Pretty water, I'm still way. What did you almost so I pay me? I could just to brandy, me couldn't be a yata. It's the media, my country, you are Bama somewhere, I say. Your best of them. If you make you cry, me say, oh, Moka, send the agent, say, when you want a baby, stand up, small boys, and I want the teacher.
More can see for
because those are Ghana for wrong. I asked the parliament, you were paying away, you might keep farming from my person. Say, when you know, free up a sex sell out that year, you might have penny. I dear be a brony, already age, no, already one and hold the door city, or to be man and so. But yeah, Africa for no dear. The pan was yellow power when you started and went to Mr. Financial share the moon was the mayor. And you've been a young bear master, yeah. If you say you what you did. And what's uncle will give you up and what naturally not respect about the seller and no more purpose to could be. If you only say, we're moving on and start with teacher, we're moving up because me say mostly no, or my answer when you need only uncle animal. It's in I guess I may make an amate. It's in I for my oh, do my bimu. That was free, so why I check. Now, free said, what did you question? Now, free said, what can I watch about whole year here? I was somewhere will give you up. Now, respect the bar, and I teach them what.
No.
Hey, what part your baby to say, what effort say, you won't penny phone, you will be a year, you my best 20 years. Ah, you call lady prep to fire, oh, my finance still are who were you many. Oh, you bonnet. Thinking I be an the best way me as I'm waiting and say, what did you dear you? The buy large as you own. When near Asamoah Gyan one maybe Ghana or catch them some quality at Asamoah Gyan and bought them Papua was there, and then t-shirt I was there, and Benjamin on one show me didn't want to come upon it. No crown I make a throw.
I see.
The buyer me try, I say, if papa knew about for now, say, only Asamoah Gyan or contact, for about pen and number, man. Nanka, my phone meeting no prananka, my dick, you stand and come with the abra for that. Why, sir, me ba, I no jam and you proud actually be our yadano. Elijah, or can ask them, father, be or say, or penny t shirt, plus them there. It's more worry, not integrity now when young. Or my head by. Or by a kakra. Now, what the new for door politics as integrity. And then they teach I'm a bro for that at that time, Marco Ilisano. Eh, give you, who's this that? I feel I remember a couple of Kubi Abu Prabu and better. While Shenny year, the name you had never performed to your best level. One get your break. Nanny Munyama break, you near my was here somewhere. Why, Yemen? Enough. What to me be a town stelling, what be a patriot stand? What's that be a near ma? And she dear now as Asamoah Gyan will pay me nipper back. Me, I'm a time with me see that a crown, a day of Gumupramun to mean them be it no. And she said, it's enough. And she, I'll forget to not all move forward because I am bigger than the oil. Tell me that. Like I said, a man can say, yeah. Oracles in the time, you know, find it.
But that's so.
Man, and then you have a it's a two level.
Asamoah. Yes. Darius network the hano. Yebenya adaje na ya saso de na babiam. Ebere pam no bet baby jet Asamoah Gyan. Odo won ko for the politics. We have a lot of people who do politics backdoor. So what you say? Charlie, politics in the way they are be. We a big man now, and now Ghana. Politics in the way they. You are going to do it, but you need to be careful how you do your work. Yes, Darius. Yes, network really messing up. Me da say also me friend wunya bre enemy dey e betwetwe commodity fast issue we ho. Big shout outs to you. Darius ewo ABN Angel Broadcasting Network on Angel TV na yadwuma. Darius Joel enso eba so bi. Joel ewo multimedia ana so ye na twetwe common. Ye besa so de ehia me was one TV. Enye kasa nyame shiro bia. Me da say we.